Fishy, fishy, fishy!
What's going on, fishy friends? Alright, Rich here with a quick little fish room update. I've been inspired by people like Corey from Aquarium Co-op who are out there putting out a new video every day, and I'm dragging here weeks if not months at a time behind. So I'm making a conscious effort to get some more updates out more often, and I figured while I'm down here sort of talking out loud to myself, thinking about some future plans in the fish room, I'd grab a camera and start shooting. Let's see, since the other day, the pair of rams have spawned. There's some eggs there on that rock, and right now they're taking turns guarding the eggs and then chasing each other around the tank. I'm sure I'd benefit from having some kind of dither fish in this tank, which right now there are none, and I hope that the male and female ram don't end up killing each other. Well, that was weird, the thermometer just fell off the tank. I hope the male and the female don't end up killing each other while trying to guard these eggs. There's a female hiding over there right now. Earlier, she was the one guarding the eggs and chasing the male around, and right now, the male is guarding the eggs and chasing the female around. They keep leaving their post to go chase the other one around, which is kind of interesting. Other than that, lately I've just been thinking about my future plans down here and how I'm going to try to automate some things and make things a little easier. For a while now I've been gathering some parts that I need to try to set up an auto water change system. I got a bunch of bulkheads here in the box, so that way I can drill each of my tanks and work on an overflow auto drip system. Now once I drill the tanks, I've been, like I said, assembling some parts. So what I got here is the bulkhead. That's going to be what goes through the tank. Then I got this barb adapter here, so that's going to hang out the back of a tank. Let's imagine this is the back of a tank, so we'll have the bulkhead through the tank, the barb facing down, and then I'll attach some vinyl hose to that. Now inside the tank, what I'm not 100% sure where in any particular tank I might drill my bulkhead. I can try to drill it as close as I can to the top, but you run the risk of cracking a tank when you're drilling close to the edge. I could theoretically put it all the way down low and be able to drain a tank almost instantaneously too, and work out some kind of riser system. The problem is that the inside diameter of the bulkhead is not a common PVC size, so it's difficult trying to match something up perfectly. What I ended up grabbing today is a 3/4 to 1/2 inch adapter. And I'm going to basically use it not the way it was intended. A 3/4 inch piece of PVC is intended to be inserted into this opening here, and what I'm going to do is insert the whole thing into there. Now it doesn't have to be a watertight fitting because it'll be in the tank, and it's not like it's going to leak on the floor. It'll just leak back to the tank or through the bulkhead. So in this situation, if I were to put the bulkhead all the way down here and then add that elbow and then come all the way up with the elbow with a piece of PVC, I can make the tank level however high that piece of PVC is. And then in the very end, I'll put one of these strainers on. First I'll drop it all on the floor. So that will go there, maybe. Something like that. Other than that, I'm going to repurpose my RODI filter here and turn it into a carbon block filter to handle the chlorines and the chloramines out of my tap water. Just not exactly sure what plumbing I'm going to tap into, where exactly I'm going to mount this thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to mount it over here, close to the utility sink on the wall over here, or maybe on the other side of the room altogether. And I'm still not exactly sure how I'm going to handle the delivery of the fresh water into each of the tanks. I got a couple of different options. Besides all this, I'm also going to be using a thermostatic mixing valve, which will allow me to plumb in hot and cold and have an output of a desired set temperature. This thing will take hot and cold in, then you can set the temperature of the outgoing water here. So that should allow me to have relatively warm water going back into all of my tanks. I'm just not sure what temperature I'm going to set that at. And since I keep a couple of tanks much warmer than others, like all my discus tanks are at least at 80, 82, even 84 degrees, the German blue rams. And then I got things like the cherry shrimp over here that I'm going to keep a lot cooler. The endlers I try to keep a lot cooler. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to handle delivering new fresh water to these tanks that I keep colder. I don't know if it's going to be worth plumbing the room twice, so to say, with one line that's going to be warm water and one that's going to be cooler water. And I'm not exactly sure if I want to do something with a lot of timers that'll turn these systems on and off, or if I will just do a continuous drip using one of those drip emitters that you can set to X number of gallons a day or per hour or something like that. So I got a lot of finite details to work out in my head. But for the most part, no matter what I end up doing in the end will require roughly the same amount of work as far as plumbing and stuff. So I can start roughing some of this stuff together, so to say, hopefully in the very near future. Alright guys, let me get back to the drawing board here, see if I can confirm anything. Keep digging through my boxes of parts, and sooner or later start doing some water changes down here. Alright guys, comment, rate, subscribe, let me know what you think, and I will talk to you later.